Alright, while we're in Sri Lanka, we applied for our Vietnam visas because I know that it takes forever to get them, so we applied about almost 2 weeks ahead of time. It was $25 for a 90-day visa, so not bad at all. I'm so excited. Isaac, I think I just got my visa.
Yeah? I didn't get my email yet.
It says I need to update my name.
What?
Isaac, I didn't put my middle name in. I've done this so many times. I didn't put my middle name. I'm so stupid. Okay, they said I can fix it. I have to just... I guess I have to log back in with the registration code and fix it. I don't know. Ugh! Just a few hours ago, I received my first email from immigration saying that my name was wrong in the visa application and that I didn't add my middle name, which completely my fault. However, I just got a second email saying that the quality of my passport picture is not sufficient, and same with the quality of the portrait picture. And they need an updated version of my hotel that I'm staying at because I just put the hotel name, not the full address. I don't know why they didn't put that in the first email, and I'm feeling even more stupid because I didn't put the address of the hotel. I just put the hotel name. I've applied for visas a million, well, not a million times, but a bunch of times. We've traveled for 10 months. I don't know how many visas I've applied for, but to make these small mistakes, I am extremely mad at myself. And Vietnam visas are apparently very strict on the quality of the picture because it has to be condensed into a size. So I'm feeling very frustrated. It's still over a week out, but I'm afraid that I'm not going to get the visa in time now because I've heard that if you send it back even once, it might not be ready in time. And they now want me to send it back twice. So I'm freaking out. At this point, I am quite literally freaking out. We fly in 2 days. Our flight is paid for. It is non-refundable. We can't get our money back if for some reason I don't make this flight, but also my visa ends in Sri Lanka, so I can't stay in Sri Lanka, and if I can't go to Vietnam, I don't know what I'm gonna do and lose out on that money. I don't want to be in trouble with the Sri Lankan police. I can't enter Vietnam if I don't have the visa. I've now reached out to immigration and the support team via their email. I did just send the email. I haven't heard back, but I also read online that it doesn't really matter because they never answer you back anyway. And also, it is the 5th. I put on my visa application to be ready by the 4th, so it is now late, and that is why I am literally freaking out because I put it for the 4th to make sure that we had it early in time and we were prepared in it and everything. But it's the 5th, so it's now technically late. So on my application, I said that I was entering Vietnam on the 4th, and it is now the 5th, so I don't even know if I'm getting it back at all. Isaac has his. I don't have mine, though. I don't know what I'm gonna do at this point. There is still no visa. At this point, we're debating on if we should expedite it with an agency that's gonna cost us $137 US. And mind you, the visa itself only cost us $25. So that is a lot more and not in our budget and is stressing us out. I'm feeling extremely defeated because it has now been almost 2 weeks since I originally applied for my Vietnam visa.
Nini,
What?
it says it's going to be $135 if we want to expedite in 48 hours. If we do the one working day, we might not get it in time before our flight, and that'll be 110.
Well, when will we get the 1 day one?
We won't get the 1 day one until 12 o'clock here, which is when we already are checked out.
So then we can't print it.
Yeah, we need to have it printed.
So then what are we gonna do?
Cry. We're just going to cry.
And if we do the 48 hour?
We get it tomorrow at noon Vietnam time, which is after when we've already checked out of here, so we won't be able to print it.
So it's the same as the 1 day one then?
Yeah, the one working day we wouldn't get it until 6:30 tomorrow Vietnam time, which is when we would be boarding our flight.
So what are we gonna do?
We're gonna fake a passport.
No, we're not. You'll never believe what just happened.
We were panicking and looking into maybe 5 different companies to expedite it. Each one would be about $140 to expedite the visa and have it by tomorrow at noon, which would be already by the time we check out of this hotel.
Which means we can't print it. This hotel has a printer. We have to have our visa printed for Vietnam. And it is 12:32. At this point, we have lost all faith, pretty much. And I was like, for some reason, let me just check my visa one more time. Mind you, I just checked it 10 minutes ago.
And we were about to bite the bullet and spend $140 to expedite it.
I'm gonna cry.
I'm about to punch a hole in the wall.
And it says, visa granted.
Have a great time.
We're going to Vietnam, y'all. That was seriously the most stressful thing ever. My chest hurts so bad. I mean, the money is like one thing, because we don't have that much money. We've been traveling for 10 months now, so we don't have a big budget to just spend $140 extra out of nowhere. But also, given the fact that we might get it, let's hope that this agency is legit. I mean, we did our research, but you never know. We're paying them through PayPal. And then also, what if we don't get it in time? Or what if we get it and then we can't print it, and you have to have your visa printed for Vietnam at the airport? So what will we do? I mean, it's just so stressful. But we got our visa. Let's go to Vietnam. All right, let's go over why this is one of the worst flight options and why we have to choose it. Our flight leaves at 11 p.m. We are in Colombo, so we check out at noon. Luckily, we have friends that will take our stuff and hang out with us. Thank you, Greg and Nanjani, until we have to go to the airport. So our flight leaves at 11. We're taking AirAsia. AirAsia is one of the worst airlines I've ever taken in my life. You only get 7 kilograms and you have to pay for all your checked luggage. So we spent like $160 for 2 checked bags. They also stop at Kuala Lumpur and they make us grab our bags and then recheck them. And last time we had to stop in Kuala Lumpur, they weigh your carry-on. And not only do they weigh your carry-on, they weigh it after you send out the check bag. So they're sleazy about it because then you have to go back and check another bag for another additional fee, instead of, if you have extra weight in your checked bag, just adding a few things to that. So after you give them your checked bag, they then have you go through security and weigh your carry-on. So I do not like Kuala Lumpur because, I mean, if it's overweight, that's fine. That's the rules, that's okay. But then let me add it to my checked bag that I already paid for if I have extra weight. So we have to make sure that our bags actually weigh 7 kilograms this time, which is really hard to do. So for number 3 of reasons I'm gonna hate this flight is because we're stopping in Kuala Lumpur, because that is just the worst airport. They're extremely rude and everything. I just don't like that airport. And for number 4, our first flight is about 3 hours. We have a 5-hour layover, and then our second flight is 2 hours. So you can imagine how tired we're gonna be if we're leaving at 11 p.m., can only sleep for about 3 hours if we fall asleep, have to then get our bags, recheck them in, and then go through security and everything when we have no sleep, just to wait a few hours to get on a 2-hour flight and then arrive in Da Nang at 11 a.m. So we're gonna be going on no sleep. We have to get our bags. We've got the worst airport, the worst airline, but let's not be negative Nancy's. Let's go over the positive things. So with AirAsia, you have to pay to pick your seats. Luckily, this time we got on our first flight, I think we're in the aisle seats next to each other, and then on the second one, we're next to each other. So that is, thank God. We're trying to stay on the positive side here, okay? The second thing, our friends are gonna take our luggage for us and hang out with us until we have to go to the airport. They are a godsend. We already booked our meals. We're making sure our bags are 7 kilograms. We are doing everything we can to make today the best day we possibly can. Oh, and my 5th reason, I am deathly afraid of flying. I know, I'm a full-time traveler. I've been on probably, 50 flights by now. And I have a panic attack every single time. So what I've been doing is tapping. It's called EFT tapping. And my boyfriend Isaac is even certified in EFT tapping, and he's gonna help me. I'll let him explain a little bit about tapping to you, but he's actually taking clients right now, so I will link his Instagram below if this is something you would be interested in. Hey baby.
Yeah.
Can you tell us a little bit about EFT tapping?
Sure. EFT tapping is a powerful healing modality. You can use it for releasing fear, for clearing emotional blockages, and my specialty is to use it for clearing limiting beliefs and installing positive, empowering beliefs in their place. Through tapping on various acupressure points on the face, you're essentially sending signals to your body saying, it's safe, it's all right. And you begin to let go of whatever you had held on to. Amazing for rewiring the brain, changing from fearful responses to joyful responses.
So this will help with flying?
This will help you with flying.
Yes. And the reason we had to choose this flight is because this was pretty much our only option. They all stopped in Kuala Lumpur or Bangkok, but they were longer layovers. And the other options that were about the same amount of time cost about $500 more. So this was the only flight option we could reasonably do because our flights were already $300. Why would we pay almost 2.5 that? So today we are taking a potentially very negative situation and hopefully making it a positive one, the best flight we can possibly make this, and have a good time if we can. Let's see. So we just got breakfast delivered. We got string hoppers, which if you've seen any of my videos, you know that this is my favorite Sri Lankan breakfast. It comes with dal curry and coconut sambal, like usual. And then we also got curry, potatoes, and coconut sambal. And all of this delivered with a 15% tip costs less than $900, which is $3. So $1.50 each for all this. Look how much food this is. And we still have a whole thing of dal. There's one thing I'm gonna miss about Sri Lanka. It is the delicious food. How is all of this just $1.50 each? Okay, we are running low on time, so we're packing up everything. We have to make sure his bag is under 20, my bag's under 25, and both our carry-ons are under 7. So let's find out. Okay, let's see what this bad boy weighs. Oh,
Right on 25.
right on 25. Nice. How much is yours?
About 17.5 kg.
17. So we are good to go on this. We are good to go on this. Now let's check these. I have tried like 5 or 6 times now to make this 7. I feel defeated. I took out the last of little bits that I could possibly take out. What the f? It was just 7.79. Okay, we just checked out. We're about to go to our friend's place and stay there until we have to go to the airport. So this is chocolate ice cream, sesame ice cream, and then blue pea ice cream. All right, we met up with our friends. This is the last time we're gonna see them for a little bit. This is Greg and Nanjini. You've probably seen them in my other videos. This is the sweetheart that let us come to Sri Lanka and stay with her family. And this is the one that gets annoyed by me every time. This is what they're eating.
And this is jackfruit, and this is potatoes, and dumbula, which are wing beans, moju, eggplant moju, which is almost everyone's favorite. Dal, and what is this, banana flour? I just said give it a name, I don't know what it was.
Maybe.
Yeah.
And what is the blue rice?
Blue pea rice, yeah. They use a lot of blue pea here, which
Yeah,
is one
I
of the
got blue
healthiest
pea
things.
ice cream.
The ice cream. There's like blue pea cake cream over there. All organic too. Great spot.
Yum.
And it's a monk that owns it who has like a Buddhist village somewhere.
So we're gonna hang out with them until we have to leave around 6 something. We're about to get a coffee because I'm getting so tired already. Google Maps said that we should leave by 5:30 in order to get there at 8 p.m., which is 3 hours before our flight. We have everything ready. We've got our visas printed for Vietnam, which you have to have them printed. We have our seats next to each other, our meals ordered. We have our Kuala Lumpur immigration arrival card already done, which I forgot to mention, you have to have it done. And they have Wi-Fi there when you arrive, but we could not get it to work. And when we arrived coming in from Vietnam, it was the most stressful situation. So we did it ahead of time, so we have it ready to go. And anything else? And that's about it. So we are prepared to have an amazing flight. Watch any of my travel videos while I'm in the airport, I crave one thing and one thing only, and that is a tuna sandwich.
How could we leave without having one more?
Oh my goodness.
Amazing.
We begged and begged them to push our luggage through so that we didn't have to get our bags and then recheck back in after only having 3 hours of sleep. So they couldn't do that, they said. That sucks. But we are staying in a positive mood, looking on the bright side. We're gonna make this a good flight. The prices are insane. How much was a Burger King burger?
$18 for a meal.
So we just got more food. A veg bun for $1 and a fruit cake for $1. This is definitely the best price that we've seen. I've been up for almost 24 hours and I'm gonna rant for a second because I am so annoyed. I don't know if it's AirAsia or if it's Malaysia Airport, but this is seriously the worst. They had us go to 4 different places. One, they said they had to have us go to the kiosk to get our boarding pass and then print our tag for our bag and put it on and then go to like a self baggage thing, I don't know, and then kept sending us to different places. And we got our boarding pass, we got the bag tag, we put it on, we went to the self checkout thing for our bags, and then they tell us that we need to go somewhere else. So we go there, they rip off the bag tag that we just put on and then put on a new one, and we got through. It's just ridiculous. I'm so tired, and we still have 3 hours of a layover and then another 2-hour flight. And then I totally forgot, but we arrive around 10, we'll get to our hotel around 11, and we can't even check in until 2. So I'm gonna be up for like a day and a half, and I still have like 10 hours to go. I don't know how I'm gonna make it. Oh my god.
quicker I can get it upstairs, the quicker it gets in my belly.
We just got dinner delivered. We have morning glory with garlic, 2 vegetarian photos, braised eggplant with rice, and all of this delivered plus tip cost $4 each. I'm loving Vietnam so far. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I do not know how we survived on 4 hours of sleep after not sleeping for like I think 32 hours. But we did, we are alive, we are well, and we are finally in Vietnam. I'm gonna give you a little life update. So we are honestly tired of fast traveling. We've been traveling for 10 months now, and we need a break to get back to our health and work on our content and build our businesses. So we decided to leave Sri Lanka and come to Vietnam here. And we chose the best place on earth, Da Nang. It has the city, the mountains, the beach. It's got a riverside. It's beyond beautiful, and it has community. So I'm going to be putting out a lot of videos on Vietnam, Sri Lanka, Bali, Nepal, and everywhere else that we've traveled in the past 10 months. So don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you tomorrow.